Well, hey, you guys, just coming on here really quickly. There was just a 7.0 earthquake up north in Northern California. So, for all my Northern California viewers, I just want to make sure that all of my viewers up there are safe. They are calling for evacuations of Crescent City, California, and issuing a tsunami warning. So, I know I have a lot of viewers up in Northern California and Oregon and Washington. I know that the earthquake was felt widely all the way down to the Los Angeles area. So I felt very mild shaking here. I've heard from a couple people here in down south from me in Los Angeles, and they felt shaking. And some people up in Oregon, that family, have felt some shaking as well. So it was only 6 miles deep, which is a very shallow earthquake. And it was very, very widely felt. So now they're issuing a tsunami warning. It originally came in, I think, as a 6.5 earthquake with a tsunami warning on all of the phones when we get our earthquake warnings. Now they've upgraded it originally to a 7.3, now downgraded to a 7.0. And there has been numerous aftershocks. Of course, with a 7.0 or 7.3, whatever it's going to be, you're going to get major aftershocks even in the 5 to 6 range, maybe even 6.5 range. So please be safe, everybody. Hopefully there will not be a large tsunami. I've looked at the buoys because I track earthquakes. Some of you guys know that. I've looked at the buoys out in the ocean. I don't see any movement on the buoys yet. The earthquake was pretty far out. So we'll see. There should be a tsunami coming in any minute, though. It wasn't that far out where it should be too much time for a tsunami. But I did hear that they're evacuating Crescent City up to 9th Street, which is a few blocks in. So we have tsunami signs here at the beach in Ventura and Oxnard. So I am not in a tsunami warning area. I'm safe where I am. My daughter is safe where she is. Let's see, what is this? This is the tsunami warning area. Okay, let me just put this on real quick so you guys can hear.
Marinas, bays and inlets, like Rob was talking about a couple of minutes ago, those kind of narrow channels in some harbors, in some bays, inlets.
So it looks like they just had a magnitude 6.6.
Maybe a foot or two.
Aftershock.
When it enters some of those narrow passages, it could increase to 4, 5, 6 feet in height, just depending on how much force is behind those waves, how narrow the channel actually is. So
everything in red is the tsunami area.
Away from the immediate coast. Again,
let's see how far down that goes.
Stand right now. You are too close to the potential tsunami. If you're
all the way down to San Francisco.
Water, maybe it's 20 feet away, 30 feet away. Get off the immediate coast. And I hear we have a camera. Jill, what was Pacifica Cam again? Again, these are normal waves. I've been watching the buoys off the coast. And Fort Bragg should be a bellwether too, because at this point they should have already been impacted by some of these waves.
Yeah, see, he's saying the same thing I did.
The buoys off the coast of Mendocino increasing that much in height. There's still just a one station well off the coast, closer to the epicenter, that's reporting tsunami heights right now. But the water has increased by maybe a foot or less at this point. But that's something I've still got to watch. Fort Bragg's impacts would be different than somewhere like San Francisco or Pacifica. In this case,
so this
has a lot to do with the terrain, kind of like when we're talking about weather. Hills are different than valley walls.
Would you be surprised,
this is
Brendan, based on
about
would you be surprised that since this is such a shallow
7 hours away from me,
not far off the coast of Eureka,
about 600 miles away from me, and I felt it here.
Like or is this just it could or it couldn't?
There's so many factors that go into determining whether we see a tsunami or not, and it's not just how shallow something is. It's not just the magnitude of the earthquake. It has to do with the type of fault that we're looking at, the type of earthquake whether it's a slip fault or something else.
And I believe it's a
So we're just
strike
gonna have to
slip
kind of wait
fault.
and
That's
see.
it struck on.
But certainly the shallowness of this earthquake is something that, like I said a minute ago, kind of immediately triggers a red flag. Where it's like, this is something we
Yeah,
need to
because
watch.
it's so shallow. It's
And
only
if you could,
6
let's go
miles
back
deep.
to the map, because I think this is really where it should switch here in a second here. In the booth there, it's CG6 is what we're looking for. So that's the magnitude, then upgraded to a 7. But the map really is telling, because that is the most current data. And from the experts that literally do this every single day, the fact that they have portions
So
of
it looks like they had one
in this
right
warning area,
here
that's really important.
on strike
Okay,
on
so we
land.
do
So
have
that's
update
an
from
aftershock.
The Tsunami Warning Center. They just put this out. They've revised the magnitude, as Rob just said, to a 7.0. This was 45 miles southwest of Eureka, 215 miles northwest of San Francisco, and they still are keeping the current times with tsunami. So Fort Bragg have already seen tsunami waves. Crescent City may be seeing them right now. And then San Francisco still looking at 12:10, but they are not giving us any additional tsunami observations to report, which may mean there is no tsunami. But the tsunami warning is still in effect, so that means you still need to get off the coast.
Yeah, we all got
higher
tsunami
ground.
warnings even
But the
here
positives
down
there,
in Ventura
are
on
that
our
we're not
phones.
reporting waves yet. So that means either we don't have a good way to report them, or nobody's seen them, or they're not actually there.
Okay,
I
so
believe we have a
another
video from
thing,
Central
I'm going
Park.
to mute them for just a second.
Let's go ahead and pull that up if that's the case.
Land Park, which should
If I
be safe from a
can.
tsunami
Safe
today.
from
It's
a
not working. Okay, so another thing that happens when we have an earthquake that far, you guys are just going to see some earthquake footage of probably when it happened, pools and such, the water spilling out of the pools. When an earthquake happens up north of any magnitude, such as this, we tend, the pressure builds, and because of the San Andreas Fault, the pressure builds and it comes down our way. So we're probably going to get aftershocks or another earthquake down my way after this. So when an earthquake comes from, say, Japan to Alaska, up north, the way the craton is, it moves down. So it happened up north. So I would guess that next would be our area or Los Angeles, and then it would move across the states. That's the way the pressure builds. So we'll see if we get anything our way, and I will keep you guys updated. So thanks for watching. Just a quick news break of a 7.0 California earthquake up near Eureka off the coast, about 45 miles out in the ocean, but is causing a major tsunami warning. And I'm sure everybody up there is bracing for aftershocks, and hopefully there won't be too many big ones. So take things off the shelves and everything, you guys. Be prepared. This is the reason that we store not only my canned goods, not only my dehydrated goods, but especially my Thrive Life freeze-dried foods, guys, because those cans are just not going to break. So, okay, coming across the bottom now, there are evacuation orders in Berkeley. So I heard in Crescent City, but now in Berkeley. So I will keep you guys apprised of what's happening, if there's any other earthquakes, if I feel anything. But keep in mind, this is why we prepare here in California, and all of you guys across the states prepare. Hurricanes, tornadoes, all of that stuff. We have food in our cars here. We have food in our trailers. But this is why, especially because of tsunamis, our trailer's packed. We hook up, we go. So even though we're about a mile past the tsunami warning, if a tsunami warning comes, we go out. You know, we go higher ground here. So I am at sea level here still, and we are only 3 miles from the beach in 2 directions. So yeah, we're just gonna be safe, no matter what, and I will keep watching. So thanks for watching, guys. And any questions, just put them in the comment section and I will read them. And if you want to see something updated, let me know. I will be here. Thanks for watching.